Like, are you by yourself? I mean, Nasra, are you by yourself in Oman, or you have like your family? How do you like? Are you fully dedicated to just cybersecurity, or how do you spend your time or utilize your time effectively after finishing your studies or work? How do you go about, like, what do you think would be like great ways to recharge, so that people can uh, how you go about, like, be, how you go about recharging yourself so you are doing your best in the field as well? So yeah, go ahead, Nasra.
Yes, I'm with my family,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I'm doing a small, you can say, volunteering, which is actually letting me to earn bit money so that I can invest ahead. So that volunteering is not related to cybersecurity; it's just another part of area. But just I'm doing something. I just want to do something rather than just sitting. Yeah, I'm doing my master. As soon as I get a free time masters, actually, you can say for me, I don't know how it's for others, but it's just they are putting on stuff on you and you like over and over, not letting you take rest. But I make sure I get a little bit of time to actually look back to my resume because sometimes what I think is that as the time is the time proceeds, the requirements changes, the responsibility changes for the particular job you're applying for. Sometimes they do want more from you. Like for example, before I tried to go for a technician, that's what I thought. But then I thought, okay, that's not my part. But when I was looking for that, they actually wanted to have two certifications, like small courses to get you into. I didn't have that, but that's what I found out. So that's how it wasn't there before when I applied for around 2 3 months. But then I applied again for that same company. Then I saw the requirements very different because whenever I apply, I make sure I save that description of requirement they want and keep it with me to check with the update or check, because sometimes when you read it for the first time you won't get that point. So reading over and over might make you think different areas and different points which might improve you. So same company, same job, they wanted someone else again. I saw the change. They wanted two certifications. I don't exactly remember, but I think it was CITA plus plus something. That was the one, and another one they wanted to have, and they were the first priority they wanted. So whenever I get a free time, I try to update my resume and see what I have done is actually matches with that. Do I need to do more to add in my resume? Also, one part I do is, I don't know if that's beneficial or that's actually correct, but I've seen many people doing it. Most of the time, in your resume, people end up writing a description which is not a part, but you need to have a measurable results like 80%, 50%, something they can compare with someone to get a job. So my obviously spare time spends on dating my resumes, thinking what's wrong in that, then looking for jobs. I have different, like I know different websites where usually people end up posting jobs like the one we already know, then some others too. So my spare time went on, like always goes on these things. So yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. So when you say like you are with your family, so you like basically you have like you have kids, or like you have a husband whom you have to share your, I mean, take care. There are other responsibilities like those, or it's not. Those are not your responsibilities. It's just.
No, I'm a student. I stay with my parents. They do their things, but I do my thing. I'm independent. I try to earn money so that I can actually do my own necessity and stuff rather than depending on them. So that actually that the volunteering which I'm doing is I was doing from my high school.
Mhm.
uh, when you're in high schools, you're not aware of what to do, how to do. You just get into it. You're just so excited for new things. So I went in that. And yeah, because I was already there in my high school, so I have experience. So that's how I'm getting upgraded and upgraded in that. And that's the only way for me to earn. But yeah, my focus is not in that because I was already there and that's the only way for me to earn. So I'm there. But my interest is in cybersecurity. And so my time goes, like how I told before, spare time goes in updating my resume, CV, looking at the websites, what they want new, what is in the market, rather than maybe like now I'm interested in junior cybersecurity specialist. Maybe something else will come in the market ahead. I will be interested in that. So that's why I always go and look for that. Maybe my luck will get in that, maybe not in this. So I always make sure to put my fingers on the laptop to search on all these kind of things.
Mm-hmm. So you're searching for a job in your spare time, trying to update your resume, and this job which you are doing right now, part-time job, it's a high. I mean, you're from high school, like basically high school job. What exactly you do in that? Like, it's a part-time job, right? Not related to cybersecurity, but it gives you certain pocket money, right, which you can utilize.
Yes.
So, what exactly is that job?
It's actually raising funds for poor cancer patients,
Uh,
because here in this country there are a lot of kids who are really poor and not able to afford that. Before I used to do a small volunteering, like I used to go by myself and collect funds, but now I'm, you can say, kind of a manager who manages these small groups, looking into that they are actually doing their job well. They're actually going into that area and explaining well what's the problem is, so that people understand this is the cause, and yeah, this needs to be solved. Also there are some other groups which actually goes for awareness of how the cancer can be diagnosed by yourself, and if they diagnose this kind of symptoms, then how to uh, you know where to go, like rather than going into a wrong place or doing your own home remedies, you need to go to a professional like a doctor. So that's what I do now. Right now I'm a manager who is dealing with different groups of this funding area. So yeah.
Excellent. So that's a great cause. Like you are helping poor people who are suffering from cancer. I mean, kids, right? And
Yes.
okay, excellent, excellent. So that's a really, yeah, that's good to know. And any sports, any other hobbies like which you engage in to keep yourself recharged and fresh and ready to work in this field for cybersecurity?
Yeah, there is. I love traveling. Um, I haven't seen this country yet more. So whenever I get a time, I always make sure to travel somewhere which is near or far, or anything which I haven't discovered. So yeah, whatever pocket money I get, I try to invest in the traveling and fresh myself, because I think staying in one place just jams you up, doesn't allow you to think. So when you travel, go into different environment, peace environment, so that actually fresh up your mind and make you think more and better than compared to just staying in one place and looking for that repeatedly. I think break is required. So
Yeah,
that break I get with traveling.
excellent, excellent. Great to
Yes.
hear, Nashra. Thanks for sharing. Yes, so yeah, traveling, working on a part-time job, these are all your ways to stay on top of your career as well, and keeping yourself also recharged and refreshed. Excellent. So same, thank you, Nashra. I appreciate that. Same question goes to Saurav. Saurav, what do you do? I mean, apart from um, studying in cybersecurity, doing your internships, applying for jobs, how 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 do you how do you stay active? How do you stay charged, and fresh in this field of cybersecurity? And yeah, what do you do apart from cybersecurity? Or
Yes, like apart from this, sometimes I try to read some books related to little bit cyber security and little bit other stuff. And moreover, I started, the website IS is Care. So there they tell us